Today I'm gonna show you how to get the first place on Undead Ascension event happening in Black Ops 6 Zombies right now extremely easy, so make sure you smash the like button, subscribe for more content, and let's get this. Alright guys, here we are on Citadel Day more, and today I'm gonna show you how to get a lot of points for the new Undead Ascension event happening in Zombies right now. This is another leaderboard event, so it's basically get as many XP as you can, or points, whatever they call them, and the best way to get those points is of course by doing Easter eggs. You get 10,000 points for being the Reckoning Easter egg, 9,000 for Shadowville, 3,500 for Liberty Falls, and 7,500 for every other one, including Citadel. And as you guys know, with the latest patches, Treyarch did kind of nerf the way that you can like redo the bosses over and over again for these kind of events to actually get a Easter egg completion by using a save and quit kind of method. And not gonna lie, they did on some maps, but today I'm gonna show you that you can still do it on Citadel. And that you can get around 10,000 points, maybe in less than 7-8 minutes, something like that, which is pretty insane. So I'm pretty much ready for the boss fight right here. I need to buy one more perk. By the way, I'm using the Strider in Akimbo with the 3-round burst. I'm gonna put the loadout on the screen right now. This thing is absolutely disgusting with double tap. I mean, I know I had insta-kill, but that guy died in like 5 shots, which is kind of insane. So basically what you want to do, you want to do the Easter egg, get everything set up, be prepared for the boss fight, and yeah, all that kind of good stuff. And we're gonna hop in the boss fight. Also, I'm gonna show you how you can kind of like two-phase this boss fight, which is pretty insane with this gun. So let me go very quick and get my last perk, which is gonna be Stamina Up. And we go here, we get Stamina Up, very nice. And we're gonna beat the boss extremely quick, and then we're gonna save and quit at a certain point, and then we're gonna get back in the game and beat the boss again and get more and more points. In my batch of players, a lot of them are actually doing this, so yeah, I'm a bit behind. But if you do this a lot, you can actually get a ridiculous amount of points. All right, let's start this. Here we go. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go get a max ammo very quick. Absolutely love that intro in the boss fight right there. There we go, get that max ammo. And I will also try to get the free insta-kill from here. You can actually do a bit of extra damage in the beginning. Okay, when the screen fades to red, pick it up. We go in the boss fight. We're gonna have around 15-20 seconds with it, so you can definitely do some damage. You don't need like any specific ammo mods or anything, just have a pack 3 legendary weapon. Maelstrom is gonna do even better, but I really love the Akimbo Striders at the moment. These things are freaking insane. Look at the amount of damage we did. We had to reload, we would have done even more. That was like almost half of his health in like 15 seconds maybe. But now, if we do everything correctly, we could actually beat him in the next phase without allowing him to go immune again. We just have to like be very fast with the reloads and everything. Alright, for this I'm just gonna use a sword to get the kills on the zombies and everything, because there's gonna be a few of them. And also from what I've seen, killing zombies with a sword does drop you a lot more plates than with your gun for some reason. So you wanna have a lot of plates on the floor, because this next phase can be a bit annoying. He's gonna like spit out a lot of those like lava orbs, whatever they are. He's gonna do the stomping attacks and everything. And you're gonna need your armor. So look at that. It doesn't matter what sword you have, you can use pretty much whatever you like. I like the Raven sword, I think it's just really cool in the way it looks. And basically, there's gonna be a doppelgas spawning in after the first immune phase. And after you kill the doppelgas, there's a few more seconds before he comes out of the immune phase. So just like a quick tip there to know when he comes back. So after you kill the doppelgas, or after the doppelgas spawns in, there's a few more seconds. Have our guns ready and everything. And about now. Yep, there we go. We try to do as much damage as we can super quick. Stunning him helps a lot. Come on. We almost had him. And let's go. There we go. Two-phased him. These pistols are ridiculous. Like, these pistols are absolutely insane. Love them. Double tap really made the game a lot easier. But basically, here we go. You're not gonna pick up the amulet After this spawns in, hold on until you can have the text and everything to pick up. But now we're gonna do a save and quit, just like that. And we're gonna go back in the main menu. You're also getting points from getting kills on elites and all that kind of stuff. You're also getting the 7,500 points for doing the Easter egg. But now I want to show you how fast you can do the boss fight and get back in the menu. It's gonna take around 5 minutes, maybe even less. So, we're back in the menu. We also got a near-death experience, which is really nice. We got 9,000 something, 9,325 points, but we did do the full Easter egg. And now we're gonna go back in the menu, save and quit, or save files. We get back in the game, and you're gonna notice something. You're gonna notice that the Guardian is not gonna be there anymore. So that means, oh, I cannot do the Easter egg anymore. Well, guess what? You actually can. So let's get back in the game very quick. Alright guys, here we are, back in the game. It's gonna spawn you somewhere randomly. So what you wanna do is just go to where you pick up the Guardian key, interact with it to put in the orb. You're gonna have the orb on you. That's just how it starts every time. Wait for this to open up and everything. Also, in the meantime, kill zombies. We need to progress around before we start the boss fight again, in order to basically be able to save and quit again. This pistol is disgusting. Okay, do that. Pick up the Guardian key. Very nice. Now we can go back and spawn. And also keep in mind, we need to pass around. So we started on round 26. We need to go on round 27 before we go into the boss. Sometimes the boss does like flip around whenever you start it. But sometimes it might not. And in order to have the strategy working, you need to pass around. Because you cannot save and quit on the same round twice, basically. Pick that up. Very nice. Also make sure you have some money for ammo as well when you go in the boss fight. We're not gonna have these things anymore because we already used them and everything. But we're going back in the spawn. And look at that, Guardian is not there anymore. So you might think that it's not possible to do the boss fight again. Let's do this. You could have like Rampage on to pass the rounds faster. There we go, that's round, I think. Perfect. Now what I do, I go here, insert the Guardian key, and look at that. We can start the boss fight again. But it's a bit funny because you do get some quotes and everything, and the Guardian is not here. But then after a few seconds, he's gonna pop up. Look at that. Let's start it. You're gonna have zombies spawning in as well. Don't really mind them too much. Look at that, Guardian is back. Oh, how cool is that? So right now we're going back in the game. We're in for like 2.5 minutes. Took a bit longer to pass around, depending on where you spawn on the map, but you always have to go and get the Guardian key. Next time we go in, we might not need to put in the orb anymore. The door might already be open, but we still have to pick up the Guardian key. So here we are, back in the boss fight. Let's see how fast we can take him down. Hopefully we can like two-phase him again. There we go. We're doing a bit less damage on this phase than last time, but we're also not having insta-kill. That's totally fine, because this is still a lot of damage. You're not going to see the health bar for some reason sometimes. But it's going to pop up after he comes back. I don't know, there's some bugs. Probably they tried to do something about this, but it didn't really work. I know a lot of people are pretty much going to hate me for making this video. But I feel like everybody should be, you know, aware of this thing right now that I can do, because there might be people that actually do the Easter eggs to win this event, and there are people in their batch that just do this non-stop. So the people that actually grind are not really gonna win because of this. And also I really think this is like a kind of a cheese method you can do, and I'm not 100% against, but I just think it should not be possible as well. But I've always wanted a mode in zombies where I can just fight boss fights as well. So for example, you spawn in the map and you can play to get set up and everything, go to whatever round you want, you have Pack-a-Punch, you have Wonder Phase round 1 and everything. And you can just start the boss fight whenever you're ready, you don't have to do the Easter egg. I think that would be like really, really cool. So you can like progress the rounds, get pack 3 legendary, all the perks and everything, and then boom, boss fight ready, and just go into the boss. I think that would be a pretty cool mode. People will get like a lot more you know, better fighting boss fights. Maybe they like go for Easter eggs a bit more because of that. Now we just like absolutely destroy this guy. I think I should have taken Frenzy Guard so I can like just not lose a dying wish, please. Ooh, let's not lose the dying wish, please. And there we go, we did it. How much is it? 5 minutes. You can potentially do this faster than 5 minutes actually, which is kind of insane. So now again, we got the amulet right here. Before he comes down, you just save and quit. 5 minutes and 11 seconds. That's how much it took us to get. Let's see how many points. You're gonna have a bit of like downtime time whenever you go back in the menu and back in the game. But let's see. What's it gonna be? Come on, game, put me back in the menu, please. I hate when he does that. It's gonna be 7,799 points. 8,000 points in 5 minutes. Like, that's kind of insane. And the more rounds you progress, the more zombies you're gonna have in that first round when you go in. So you're gonna get even more points and everything. So now we can just go back in the menu and redo the whole thing. Alright, so we are back in the game. Again, we're not gonna have the Guardian here. We're gonna have to pass around. And again, we need to go and pick up that Guardian key very quick. But this is pretty much a strat. Beat the boss, save and quit before you pick up the amulet. Then get back in the game, pass around, get your Guardian key, start the boss fight again, beat him before you pick up the amulet, save and quit. Look at that, this time you don't have to put in the orb anymore, you can just like come here and pick up the Guardian key. And yeah, I think this is a pretty cool way of getting like a lot of XP, and also it's a pretty fun way as well, because if you go like high rounds or anything, like if you do this a lot, you're eventually gonna fight the boss fight at maybe around 50, maybe around 60 and stuff like that. And you can like try different weapons, get better at the boss fight and everything, because the Guardian, let's be fair, is not like the easiest boss fight in the game, and it's definitely one of the coolest as well. And you could potentially get better at the game as well. Also, you have this bucket head zombies whenever you save and quit, so don't really mind them too much. They always spawn after a save and quit for some reason. But yeah, let me know what you think about this, guys. As always, smash the like button, subscribe for more content. Let me know your points in the comments below. And I guess I will see you guys the next one. I'm gonna go fight a few more boss fights.